All right. Hello everyone. This is Ibanag and welcome to my gaming channel. O, di ba? Biglang ay shoot. Biglang biglang umaga nag-stream. um, naka-vacation mode ako eh. So, ayan, pwede tayo mag-stream ng morning. Yay! Vacation! So, this is a continuation of our game, yung Doki Doki Literature Club. Tapos, in our last game, parang pinuwersa tayong sumama sa Literature Club where in fact, kahit gusto ko daw, mas gusto kong sumama sa art club. Pero apparently, walang art club sa school na to. And yeah, and I think everyone's confused between literature club and creative writing club. Ayun. So, let's continue this game. Tingnan natin kung what will happen next. In any case na may unwanted or hindi stream friendly na content na lumabas, we always have the Blessed Mother here to censor stuff. All right, with that, let us continue. I'll try to read as many of the text here as possible. Tapos parang yung nangyari last time, napagod na ako read out loud. So maybe we'll be ending the stream kapag napagod ulit ako. So usually mga 1 hour yun of non-stop talking. Hindi ko na rin gagamitin si Werner Herzog na voice over kasi nagtutunog DOM lang talaga. Anyway, here we go. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Pwede pala space bar. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehehe. Masyado ba malakas yung audio? I mean yung voice ko. Ayan. Try natin na ganyan lang yung level. Okay, I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Welcome me to buy a snack. Sure, basta ba libre mo? Okay, no thanks. Also, nagkakape din ako. Not sponsored. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your out of the blue? Why? Oh nga. Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to look at it. Creepy vibes. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. Tapos, nagpauto naman to. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down. Let's its contents spill onto the desk. Let's its contents. Huh. Let's its contents. Uy, anyari. What happened here? Ba't nawala? Wait lang, folks. Anyari sa... Ayan. Okay, tuloy na. Only 2 small coins fall out. You're poor. I knew it. I can see right through. Okay. So gusto niya ng snack, pero tayo yung manlilibre. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forgot that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. So, detective na tong character natin. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Hahaha, Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri? Tell Ibanag to let me borrow some money. Di ba mas friend natin tong short hair girl? But biglang... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I just got to absorb into my book. Haha, I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of it. There's no way I could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. I have to accept the revolution. Choice of words? Retribution. That, okay, still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Parang may mga keywords tong game na to na parang biglang I think I should be ready for a different kind of age. Tapos yung book pa na pinapabasa sa akin kanina. Okay, where were we? I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sarah knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that. Sobrang lakas ng sampal na yun. A cookie, sure enough, there's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sir Grants. Oh, okay, akala ko sampal. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha ha ha, I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you, free food! Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sarah suddenly clasped her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hey, you're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours are good too. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Made that one. Fine, I'm still happy that you shared this one with me. Sit and goes by Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. I get it. Still Natsuki up and nudges Sayori off her feet. Huh? Suddenly Zan takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori, eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club. Dun dun dun. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Eh, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Excuse me. Monica just a club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. The boyfriend? What are you guys talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you were playing music as well, Monica. This! Bleh. Meron siyang secret club. Gagawa na naman siya ng bagong separate secret club. The piano playing club. I know that I just got started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ibanag. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ano meron sa closet? Man! Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I still supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. We can do the thing to call upon the old gods. What's this? Sarah's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why I suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry again. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! I open my eyes to find Sarah's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. I would like a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sarah glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. Eh? I ran my fingertip inside of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Siguro dapat sa detective club na lang ako sumama. I nag-join or I formed my own detective club. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. You meanie. I don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay, ready tayo kay Mother Lilith. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird this is to a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this so hard to close? Mother Lilith? Mother Lilith, I might need you. I tried to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, would you have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore? What are you smiling about? It means my got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Haha. Why did it feel strange to see it buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sarah Hazel unbuttons the blazer once more. Okay. That's so much better. Sarah puts her arms around and whirls around. So if you keep it unbuttoned and won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Jesus. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poem? Oh no, eto na yung poetry reading again. I can't wait to read yours. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Yeah, let's start from the top. Kasi last time parang pababa ata tayo going up. So ngayon pababa. Ay, pataas going up. Ngayon naman pababa. Let's start with Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? You must You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I'm a good detective though. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it? Just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Ibanag poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sorry, I guess you again, Sir Chest. That's weird. You're weird. But I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's how I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. I don't think that's what bittersweet means. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. That's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ibanag. I should go write that down there. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh shit, ang haba. That's what she said. Bottles. I poop. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my feelings go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up And in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them up from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shattered against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Fair warning, poetry is not my biggest suit, so I can't even understand the deeper meaning of this. Holy crap! Did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I did expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it like more than a week later. I wonder if it's one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem next? Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, keep practicing. Maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Sounds like she's dragging around the dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You can say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. Hey! That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Ayoko na kay Natsuki. No! Unfriend! Not that. It's really bad. Yung subject matter mo is really bad. It went a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward with this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. Woof! It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing useless unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Ibanag. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing style yesterday? I guess you could say that, but I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. That's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. That's a certainly interesting technique. Whew. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem we wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Parang yung poem nung isa, spiders, ito raccoon. Ano yung pinakauna? I forgot kung ano yung pinakauna. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotion onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used of each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic pa- Pav- Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. I don't. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's fun. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? Something about being ridiculed for a strange interest. Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, she does really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. Have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, last. Hi again, Ibanag. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sarah are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure, not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? What if I don't? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay? Parang siya naman ngayon naging super dark. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. That's me for every kind of poem. Sometimes asking what the poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with a reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You are trying to tell me something. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wag lang may jump scare, please. Don't no jump scares. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahahaha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. So if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Sana. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Papagod na ako Haha, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Ito na ata yung literature club na doing everything, not just literature. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Okay. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehe, Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't you didn't really start putting those posters up, did you? Eh, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Unless it's witchcraft or magsasacrifice ka kay old gods. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. O syempre, 5 lang kayo eh. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Dapat siguro, Doki Doki, Poetry Club, Creative Writing Club. Hindi pa rin ako convinced na literature to. I mean, poetry is just one aspect of literature. Tapos, dun sila nakafocus. So parang, Poetry Club. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? Personally, no. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect it to do in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Itong Monica na to, feel ko, she's been preparing for this, kaya parang kunyari na lang, I'm flipping through, browsing my poetry collection, pero meron na pala siyang something in mind. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looked amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Si Isa, parang wala siyang comment dun sa kay Natsuki. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! Wah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Nalala ko yung Red Eye horror story. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Excuse me. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I giggled. Hehe. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it much of it. But hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Ibanag liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Hehe. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ibanag. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ibanag lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with the one I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy to it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry I'm not really good as everyone else. Sabay with kamot ulo. Hehehe. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That's just leaves you, Natsuki. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't bad. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. How well do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it goes, so I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me real happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. So si Monica ang bet ni protagonist? Then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Ehehehe. Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Ibanag, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Hehe. Yeah, sure, why not? Walk home lang naman, di ba? Walking home with Yuri? Huh. Why does the thought make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it. Geez, there's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, I guess this would be a good time to end this stream. Also, pagod na ako. Parang same length of stream yung ginawa ko, pero mas madami akong binasa out loud. So, yeah, I'll save it at this spot. Tapos, continue na lang again maybe tonight or baka tomorrow na, whatever. Depende sa kasi busy with bebe paggabi. So yun, guys, if you like this video and would want me to continue, please give it a thumbs up, share it around the internet. So far, we didn't need the help of the Blessed Mother. And may muntikang scene, pero I think it's pretty safe pa rin for streaming content. Anyway, ayun, give this video a like, leave a comment. So, pero no spoilers if you're going to leave a comment. Tapos share it around the internet. If you want to see more, consider subscribing and do check out the other content I have here until my next live stream or new content to be uploaded. So, yun na muna. Thank you to everyone again for dropping by and watching. I'll see you again next time. Stay safe. Take care. Bye. Oh, ganun talaga ton para para bumalik ka tapos nood ulit. Hoy, nakakapagod kaya 1 hour non-stop nagbabasa ka. Bye.